Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Super pumped you're with me. As you know, I'm kind of becoming the expert on YouTube on this tablet, the ReMarkable, and I get a lot of questions with it, and so I'm trying to answer as many of those as I can. And over the years, I've done a few videos on the iPad versus the ReMarkable, but now the ReMarkable 2 is coming out, and a lot of people are asking me, what do you think, JB? Should I get the iPad? Or should I get the ReMarkable 2? Well, I got 5 things that I want to cover today, utilizing my ReMarkable here to talk about a couple things that can help you make that decision. Do you want to spend the money on this device, or do you want to spend the money on the new ReMarkable that's coming out? Okay, so that's the question. As always, my name is JB Glossinger, and would love to have you support the channel. You can do that by hitting subscribe and also hitting that bell button, so whenever I put new videos out, hopefully I can help you. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, vlog videos, golf videos. I mean, this channel, I'm doing it absolutely wrong the way you're supposed to do YouTube, but I'm having fun. And I'm just listening to you and providing content on almost a daily basis now on these type of tablet issues and things. And I'm getting better. I will be showing some more workflow videos on this device and also on the iPad. But without further ado, let's get into it right away. So we've got the ReMarkable 2 coming out, which is, I personally feel, a much better form factor than this. The software is going to be running pretty much the same, but we're going to have an aluminum body that I think just is going to be sexy. I really do. It's going to be thinner than this, and the form factor is going to be great. But we have a few things to make our decision on. Maybe you're going to school. Is this thing going to work for you? Or should you go with the iPad, which is obviously heavier, bigger, thicker, and can do more things, or the ReMarkable? Well, let's talk about that. So the first thing is the ReMarkable 2 is coming out, and I believe the shipments, mine's supposed to be June, July, but I believe they're now scheduled out to August or September. So first things first, if you need a device and you want a tablet that you're going to work with, then delivery date, right? You're not even going to be able to get one right now. So you could go old school with the ReMarkable 1, but I doubt many people are ordering these anymore. So first thing would be delivery date. So if you can't get it, why are you going to order it? So I would say if you need it now, then you got to go with the iPad. Okay, no matter if you want to write on an e-ink device or not, the iPad is really your only thing that you can get right now. So I would go with the iPad. But if you can wait, let's talk about some of the other options. So one thing that people always ask me about this is it in color? And no, it is an e-ink device, meaning it is like a paper replacement. It is not backlit. A lot of people ask if it's backlit. No, you need some light on it, but it really is a great paper experience. I feel as if I'm writing on paper. And I'll actually put a clip up here so you can hear that it's very similar to paper. And it's the nibs on the pen that really make that happen. If you've watched my other videos, I've discussed that. But it really gives you the option and to write on, like writing on a notebook. And, you can continue to create pages and pages, but it isn't color. It's a e-ink device. For somebody that's 50 plus like me, it's better on the eyes. And I just love the e-ink. I just love looking at that screen. It's just better on my eyes. Now, with that being said, when I flip on the iPad, there is a beauty to this too. I absolutely love it. And if you it's the color of it, the video. I mean, this is just a beautiful machine. And I think since they made the new one that came out with the, it's sleeker, it's better. I mean, this is an awesome machine. So the difference between these two is this is e-ink versus color. And there's two separate ideas here. And so if you are going to handwrite, and I think that's the key thing, I personally do not want to handwrite on here. I do not like the glass experience. Now, people have said, well, you could put a matte, screen thing on it. And I've tried that. In fact, I've done videos, and I couldn't even get it on there right. But I don't want that, because what it does is it takes away from the beauty of this device. This device is gorgeous. The videos on it are amazing. Web surfing on it is amazing. Reading articles on it is amazing for me. Reading books, not so much. Okay, and I'll get into that in a minute, because I don't like the brightness of the screen. But it is an amazing device. So putting a matte screen on it, somebody liked that look, but I don't, because this is a media consumption device for me. I want it to be beautiful. I want that screen to look like that, but I don't like writing on glass. Okay, so that's why I like the e-ink device. So if you don't like writing on glass, or you need color, right? If you need color, then you got to go with the iPad. If you don't need color and you can go black and white, then you go e-ink. And if you don't mind writing on glass and you like color, then you're in really, really good shape. And some people don't. Some people don't mind that. I personally do. Okay, let's keep going. Applications. Okay, so one of the downfalls of this of the ReMarkable is it uses proprietary software, meaning the software you have to use is within the system. You can't really hack it. There's some cool companies out there that have created templates, and they usually comment in the bottom some of the templates they do. But at the end of the day, you're using their software. I don't have a problem with that. I've done a video how I use Google Keep and I move the notes back and forth, but it works for me, okay? Because this is a note-taking device for me. This has all the applications, okay? So you've got Notability, you've got your Kindle app, you've got obviously every application you could actually imagine here. So again, if you need specific applications, then you're going to go with the iPad. If you're just looking for a note taker, you're going to go with the ReMarkable, okay? You're kind of getting kind of a running theme with this, right? The other thing is DRM protection. So the big thing that I'm excited about the ReMarkable 2 is the ability to read ebooks. You can read them right now on here. But the problem is you've got to use books that are either PDFs or don't have DRM protection. That is an issue, in a little bit of an issue, because if you have a huge Amazon Kindle library, you're going to have trouble with this unless you're a really intelligent, nerdy person, which I tend to be a nerd. I don't know if I'm that intelligent because you got to figure out how to get the DRM protections off. And I know there's software and stuff to do that, but it's just one more step. Where when it comes to reading on this or the Kindle Oasis, which I have, or other devices, you can just go into the Kindle app, right? So DRM protection is one. If you're not wanting to figure out how to get the books in here and you're willing to get PDFs and things without DRM protection, then you're good to go. This works fine. But if you have to do things with DRM protection, then again, we have to go back to the iPad. Okay, so again, if you need applications, color, want to read things without DRM protection, then we're going iPad. To continue, you want the paper experience. Again, I know people can put screen protectors on here that kind of make it, but there's nothing going to make this work like this notebook or the ReMarkable 2. Again, if you can wait, I personally feel that this is a great experience. Most people that use it do. If they have kind of undue expectations with it, that it's going to solve these problems in other areas, I think that's where people get a little bit down on the ReMarkable. It is what it is. It's like a paper notebook. It's like 1,000 paper notebooks. And you think about that. If you're somebody that carries around notebooks and likes notebooks, this is the perfect replacement for you. Can you do that with the iPad? Of course. There's a million applications. Notability is one of them that's really good. You could use Notability. But if you want that paper experience that I keep talking about, then you've got to go with the ReMarkable. And finally, the last thing I would say on this topic is, if you like to type, I do not have the magic wireless keyboard. As you know, my YouTube videos are now just starting to get views, and I buy everything. And personally, if you've watched my other videos, I type on the Google Pixelbook Go. This is my favorite keyboard. I absolutely love it. I've done videos on it as far as a writer. I'm an author. If you don't know, I've written a lot of books, and I just love writing on that device. So I don't write on my iPad. Even though I love the screen and it's gorgeous, I don't use it for that. But if you do type and you've got the magic keyboard or another keyboard that you want to hook up Bluetooth, then this is going to be your device, right? Because it's going to be set up for typing. But again, if you're looking to write, and that's kind of what we're looking at, you're a paper replacement person, this device can replace the majority of paper in your house. You move your PDFs in from the computer, and it can be a paper replacement. And that's really what it's meant to be. I think so many people are trying to make it, compare it to the iPad, and you can't really compare it to the iPad. They're two really separate devices. And so I always say, if you're on a budget and you need to get one device, right, then you probably should get the iPad if you needed to do a bunch of things. But if you're a student or you're somebody that really is an artist, I think, that likes to work in kind of the digital world, or you want to help the environment and get away from paper, maybe that's your motivation, then the ReMarkable is an amazing device. I'm very, very happy with it. And maybe you're looking for something more, and I don't want you to be disappointed with the ReMarkable, and that's where the iPad comes in. It's definitely a lot more of a device. You can get your messages on it. As you can see, I got messages coming in. You can browse on the internet. You can watch videos. I mean, it is a multifunction device. You can put a keyboard on it. it is built to do so many other things. It's close to a laptop replacement, right? We're almost there with this thing. And with the wireless magic keyboard or whatever, I think people are. I personally would never use it as that because I got to edit videos and stuff. But at the end of the day, that's really what your iPad is. So when you're making a decision between the two, I don't think there is a decision between the two. I think this is a device that replaces paper. This is a device that is used for multimedia and everything else, almost like a laptop replacement. It is a tablet. So they're both tablets, but this is truly an e-ink tablet. So you can't compare the two. I don't feel that the two are they're so different that, people saying, well, I need to buy one or the other. I don't think that is where we're at with this. I think you can either buy both if you have the ability to do that, or buy one and utilize one for the things you're going to do, like the iPad. But the truth is, it's almost a both situation because they are so different in the things they do. I would love to hear your opinions below. We've got a lot of ReMarkable users that are actually watching the channel now, and thank you for subscribing and being a part of it. And the comments are great. And I would love to hear your ideas in the comments of what you think for people that are looking to buy, because this is a big thing right now. Should they get the iPad or the ReMarkable? Should they save up and try to get both, or should they just get one or the other? And that's a real key thing. To me, I'm going to tell you my vote is save up and get both, because I use both all day long. Okay, I use the ReMarkable all day. Start my morning with notes, writing notes, have it with me all the time. It's my paper replacement. It's my notebook replacement. My iPad, I have it with me all the time. I use it for YouTube videos, and that's why I don't want to mess up the screen with a matte screen protector. I do get on the internet. I web browse with it. I mean, I do so much with the thing that I don't think I could go without either one of them right now at this point. And then obviously I have my other devices for other things. Now I am kind of nerdy, but at the end of the day, I think that's the push. I think it's not an either or, it's both. But you have to decide. So please put in your comments, is it either or both? And where are you at with it? And I get it. If you don't have a lot of money, I get it. We got a lot of viewers that say, JB, it's way too much. I get it. Then maybe it's just iPad for you, or the ReMarkable for you. But just realize the restrictions of the ReMarkable. The ReMarkable is not an iPad. And I think that's really important to understand, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Again, I try to bring videos almost every single day. Please, in the comments, if you would like to tell me something you'd like to see, I would love to get back with you. And I'm going to keep bringing you awesome videos every single day. And we're going to have some fun on here. That's what we're doing. All right? So go have a great day. Thank you. Hope you got some energy from this. And I hope it makes you making your decision between buying that ReMarkable 2 or the 1 and the iPad a little bit easier. And it gives you something to think about. Okay? Thanks so much. Until the next one, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.